Kyrie Sanctus, Acquia Sanctorum Sanctum Omnium Inquisitor.
Hello, my friends. Today we will talk about the strangest true story, which is the story of a girl. Her name is Anneliese Michel. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive new ones. Anneliese Michel was 23 and believed she was possessed by demonic forces and wanted to suffer for the sins of drug addicts and aberrant priests. The girl underwent 67 rituals to drive away evil spirits, during which she ate dead insects and animals. Then she licks her urine off the ground. But the demons turned out to be stronger. Anneliese died of undernourishment and drought on June 1, 1976. So what was happening? A story begins in the Catholic village of Klingenberg in Germany. The girl was born on September 21, 1952, and grew up in an ordinary, white, Bavarian home. However, the house soon turned into hell, filled with inhuman sounds and terrible shouts. Anneliese's parents, Anna and Joseph Michel, were deeply religious. Before Anneliese was born, her mother became disgraced by giving birth to an illegitimate child, a girl named Martha. As a punishment for her sin, Anna had to wear a black veil on her wedding day. So, when her first legitimate daughter Anneliese was born, Anna began to slowly but steadily impose on the girl the idea of atoning for her mother's sins through religious devotion. When Martha died during surgery in 1956, Anna Michel became even more assertive in her attempts to push Anneliese into religious practices. Anneliese grew up to become a caring and kind young woman, and devoutly religious. While in her teens, she slept on a bare stone floor, suffering for the sins of homeless drug addicts and other damned souls. One day, when she was 16 years old, she went into convulsions and was diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy. The medication she was given relieved the symptoms but supposedly caused hallucinations. Soon after receiving it, Anneliese complained of seeing demonic creatures and ghostly faces. After graduating from high school in 1973, Anneliese enrolled at Germany's University of Würzburg, hoping to become a teacher. While her fellow students went to parties, the young woman stayed in her room praying before the pictures of saints. Though peers thought Anneliese to be simply over-religious and over-reserved, in reality, the girl was doing her best to hide her suffering. Her hallucinations grew increasingly intense, especially at times of prayer. The devils followed her every step, horrifying her with the prospects of rotting in H. This condition plunged Anneliese into depression and caused self-destructive behavior. The anti-seizure drug and the mood stabilizer the girl was taking didn't seem to help. Some specialists believe it was a high time to diagnose Anneliese with schizophrenia and provide her with appropriate treatment. But the Michels had their own diagnosis. The first person to suggest Anneliese was in demonic possession was an elderly family friend who accompanied her on a pilgrimage. The lady noticed Anneliese smelled devilishly bad, refused to drink holy water, and couldn't walk past a crucifix. The parish priest examined the girl, reaffirmed the diagnosis, and proposed exorcism as a solution. Anna and Joseph agreed. According to the Ritual Romanum, one of the official ritual works of the Roman Catholic Church, an exorcism is a religious act aimed at casting out devils or evil spirits from a possessed person's body. The procedure usually involves the repetition of a prayer or a gesture such as the demonstration of a crucifix. 2 rites of exorcism didn't help. Anneliese suffered severe, diabolic episodes, with suicide attempts. She ate insects, did her best to harm herself, and even licked her urine off the floor. Medical efforts couldn't bring relief, so the Michels resolved to make another attempt to cast out their daughter's demons. In 1975, the Bishop of Würzburg, Joseph Stengel, performed the 3rd exorcism on her. The priests managed to rid Anneliese of almost all demons, but they returned the following day. The young lady believed she was possessed by more than 6 powerful demons. Judas Iscariot, Lucifer, Cain, Hitler, Nero, and a disgraced priest. The demons told Anneliese many times that she was suffering the repercussions of her mother's sin. Arnold Renz and Ernst Alt, the 2 exorcists working with Anneliese Michel, recorded their session on 43 tape cassettes. Though the tapes were later confiscated for an investigation. One of the priests made copies and even played them during a TV interview. Anneliese's voice in the recordings does sound devilish, especially when she names the demons that possess her. The exorcists ask the Hitler demon to recite a prayer, and it did it in a stutter, as though against its will, Father Renz recalled.
Der Hass lässt hier keinen.
Der Neid über die andere Engel.
Was gibt's nicht, Ruhe? Ruhe gibt's nur da oben.
Ruhe gibt's nur dort, wo die Liebe ist.
Ja, bei uns gibt's nur ja,
Nur Hass.
Ja.
Und wo nur Hass ist, da gibt's keine Ruhe.
Nein. Und für uns gibt's nie Ruhe. Nie.
Weil,
Ewigkeit.
weil er nicht dorthin kommt, wo der Schöpfer ist.
Aber für uns gibt's kein Zurück.
Im Namen des Vaters.
Und jetzt bin ich verdammt.
Magnificat
Anima mea Domino, et exultavis Deus meus, in Deus salutari meo, via res exit humilitatem ancillae sue, exelim ex hoc beatam medicent omnes generationes, via fecit mihi magna victoria misericordia omnis proget.
Ich bin verdammt, weil ich so schlecht mein Amt verwaltet habe.
Wer bist du? Judas.
Nein.
Fleischmann,
Oh ja, ich muss jetzt gehen.
die Hölle,
Ja.
Und du weißt noch, was du zu sagen hast? Zeichen des Spricht das Zeichen zum Ausfahren. Des Heiligen Geistes. Ausfahren, das Zeichen zu geben.
In the summer of 1975, Anneliese claimed Mother Mary regularly visited her and told her to do penitence for lost souls. The girl agreed and plunged deeper into her demonic second life. Almost everyone in her entourage believed Anneliese had been chosen as a victim soul to suffer for other sins. But Anna and Joseph didn't give up. In the end, Anneliese underwent more than 67 rites of exorcism over 10 months. During those sessions, which lasted 1 or 2 days per week, she ate dead animals and coal, urinated freely on the floor and talked with her demons. Once she crawled under the table and sat there barking like a dog for 2 days. Numerous genuflections left her knee ligaments ruptured. Convulsions returned. After countless rites of exorcism, Anneliese weighed just 68 pounds and was extremely weak. During the final attempt to drive out the demons, her parents had to carry her around. The girl died on July 1 of dehydration and undernourishment, enhanced by pneumonia. "Mother, I'm afraid," Anneliese said to Anneliese Michel and closed her eyes forever. Anna and Joseph Michel and the priests who performed the numerous exorcism attempts were severely criticized for the girl's death and eventually had to stand trial. Medical specialists testified Anneliese's mental disorder resulted partially from the exceptionally severe upbringing. She had been persuaded to suffer for her mother's sins and obediently fulfilled this mission. According to the testimonies, the girl could have survived pneumonia if she had been force-fed at least a week before her death. In the end, the Michels and 2 priests were charged with inflicting death by criminal negligence and sentenced for 6 months in prison, but the prison time was later waived. "God told us to exorcise my daughter's demons. I don't regret her death," Anne Michel told in an interview in 2005. As for alternative reasons of Anneliese's death, Felicitas D. Goodman claims in the book Exorcism of Anneliese Michel, that an incorrect diagnosis might have been the leading cause of the girl's tragic fate. If in reality she didn't have epilepsy, the medications she received could have aggravated her mental state and intensified the diabolic hallucinations, pushing her further into the believed possession. The tragic story of Anneliese Michel was made into a movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, released in 2005. For more stories, support us by subscribing and activating the bell button. Thank you for listening. Amr Miro was with you.